a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anusta Acharya. The top stories first. UML Chairman Oli reappointed as Prime Minister. President appointed him after other parties failed to take over the post. Amnesty International calls for urgent action on South Asia, urges leaders for unified action to cover COVID-19. Coronavirus claims 214 more lives across the country. Number of active cases tops 105,000. UN pleads world leaders to double coronavirus vaccine production, demands fair distribution of the jabs. And Liverpool comes from behind to beat Manchester United. The victory boosts their chances of winning Champions League place. And now the news in detail. UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli has been reappointed as the Prime Minister of Nepal. President Bidya Devi Bhandari appointed Oli as the Prime Minister yesterday, just 3 days after he lost vote of confidence in Parliament. The President reappointed Oli as Prime Minister of Nepal as per Article 76(3) of the Constitution. Oli had lost his job after he failed to garner vote of confidence in Parliament on May 10. Subsequently, President Bhandari has made a call to all political parties to form a new government. After the political parties failed to reach an understanding on forming a new government, President reappointed Oli as the Prime Minister for being the leader of the biggest political party. The time given by the President to form a new government under Article 76(2) expired at 9 p.m. yesterday night. As no party claims take over the political within the given deadline, Oli was reappointed as the 42nd Prime Minister of Nepal. He needs to gain vote of confidence within the next 30 days. Amnesty International has drawn the attention of government across South Asia to immediately address healthcare shortages and urgently strengthen their healthcare system to respond to the rapid surge of COVID-19 cases in the region. A report. With India and Nepal's healthcare system reaching breaking point, the Human Rights Amnesty International organization expressed its concern over the lack of preparedness of other countries in the region for a virus' latest and most deadly wave. Extremely low vaccination rates across South Asia have also left the region highly vulnerable, with pressing action needed at the global level to ensure more equitable access to vaccines, AI said in a statement yesterday. South Asia, home to a quarter of the world's population, is fast becoming the new global epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic, AI further said. Nepal, which shares a porous border with India, has already started to experience a massive spike in infections. According to WHO figures, daily cases increased 30-fold from 303 to 9,317, or an increase of 2,975% between April 12 and May 12. With India stopping efforts of oxygen, Nepal is struggling to find alternative supplies. To make matters worse, Nepal is also in the midst of political upheaval, with its Prime Minister having lost a vote of confidence and parties failing to form a government. This is not the time for Nepal's politicians to indulge in political wrangling and infighting. What the country needs right now is unity and leadership to address the growing crisis, the statement added. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. After the break, we continue with other national news. Coronavirus has claimed 214 lives across the country in a single day, a report. The government yesterday confirmed 214 deaths across the country due to coronavirus. With this, the death toll has climbed to 4,466. The Ministry of Health and Population also reported 8,842 new cases of coronavirus across the country. The total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 431,191, while the number of active cases has increased to 105,207. According to the ministry, altogether 321,000 1,518 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Nepal is currently among the top 43 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 33.59 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 23.97 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 161.5 million people across the world and claimed over 3.35 million lives. And now the news from economic front. Nepal Investment Bank Limited and Himalayan Bank Limited have announced their merger for strengthening the banking sector of Nepal in line with Nepal Rastra Bank's merger and acquisition policy. Issuing a joint statement yesterday, the two commercial banks said they have served a memorandum of understanding for the merger. The development has paved the way to complete formalities before starting joint operation of the two commercial banks, added the statement. The two banks claim that the new entity after merger will be the biggest commercial bank in the history of Nepalese banking industry. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for the need to double the capacity of COVID-19 vaccine production. He also urged for fair redistribution of the shots in the developing world, which faces new waves of coronavirus. Many countries are experiencing shortages of the vaccine, especially India. This has worsened a dire second wave of infections that has left hospitals and morgues overflowing. Families have been scrambling for increasingly scarce medicines and oxygens. At the same time, the European Union has reserved a surplus of the vaccines. It is totally unacceptable to live in the world in which developed countries can vaccinate most of its population, while many developing countries have no access to one single dose, Guterres said. He mentioned the risk of coronavirus mutations and new variants as the virus spreads like wildfire in different parts of the developing world. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Jurgen Klopp celebrated his first win at Old Trafford as Liverpool came from behind to beat Manchester United and boost their chances of the Champions League place. In the thrilling game, United struck first through Bruno Fernandes' deflected opener. Roberto Firmino then put his side on top with a well-taken double either side of the halftime. Marcus Rashford pulled one back for United midway through the second half, but Mohamed Salah wrapped up the points with a late breakaway strike. The result takes Liverpool fifth in the Premier League. If they win at West Brom on Sunday, they will close to within 1 and 3 points respectively of FA Cup finalists Chelsea and Leicester, who still have to play each other at Stamford Bridge on 18 May. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. UML Chairman Oli reappointed as Prime Minister. President appointed him after other parties failed to claim stake over the post. Amnesty International calls for urgent action in South Asia, urges leader for unified action to combat COVID-19. Coronavirus claims 214 more lives across the country. Number of active cases tops 105,000. UN pleads world leaders to double coronavirus vaccine production, demands fair distribution of the jabs. And Liverpool comes from behind to beat Manchester United. The victory boosts their chances of winning Champions League place. And that's that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.